Hello and welcome back to my channel. So, I have a couple of videos that I want to film in July, and one of the first ones I want to film is kind of like a redo of a vlog, but the first time I attempted this was when I was homeless and in between houses, so I didn't have my life together or my mental health together. So, I'm going to retry this properly. And that is reading like my star sign, because July is my birth month, so I'm gonna go with it. And I went onto some websites and found some recommendations for the Cancer star sign. And I've got 4 here. I'm on the waiting list for another one, but we'll see what happens. But they recommended me a lot of literary fiction. They don't know me at all because I'm more of a thriller girly. But I guess because Cancer is the emotional sign, that they think we want emotional reads. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. The first one that I have is Memory Peace by Lisa Ko. This one, I want to learn what these are with you, because a lot of them didn't say what they were about. They just said why they were connected to my star sign. Yeah, so this one is about 3 teenagers that are drawn together by a shared sense of alienation and a desire for something different. Allied in the weirdest parts of themselves, they envision each other as artistic collaborators and embark on a future defined by freedom and creativity. Yeah, so that's all I'm going to read going into it. But yeah, that one sounds pretty good. Then the next one that I have is Acts of Desperation by Megan Nolan. This one, okay, it doesn't say what this one is about on the back, so I'm going to be going into this one blind, because on the back it just has, like, the author, like, bios or whatever they're called, like the author quotes. Yeah, so this doesn't tell me anything about what it's about, so I'm really going into this one blind. Then the next one that I have is Djinn Patrol on the Purple Line by an author I'm not even going to try and pronounce. It's like Deepa Anapara or something. I think that's right. I'm sorry I insulted someone if it's wrong. And this one is about, for Jai and his friends, playing detective is no longer a game. 9-year-old Jai watches too many reality cop shows. Thinks he's smarter than his friend Pari, even though she always gets top marks, and considers himself to be a better boss than FaZe, even though FaZe is one with the job. When a boy at school goes missing, Jai decides to use his crime-solving skills he has picked up from the episodes of Police Patrol to find him. With Pari and FaZe by his side, Jai ventures into some of the most dangerous parts of the sprawling Indian city, the bazaar at night, and even the railway station at the end of the Purple Line. But kids continue to vanish, and the trio must confront terrified parents, an indifferent police force, and soul-snatching Djinns in order to uncover the truth. As the disappearance edge ever closer to home, the lives of Jai and his friends will never be the same again. Okay, so this one sounds like something I would have picked up. It sounds like the kind of vibes I would go for, like the thriller, crime solving type of vibes. And then the last one that I have out from the library at the moment is Black Cake by Charmaine Wilkerson. Yeah, this one, I'm just going to read the tagline. Eleanor Bennett won't let her own death get in the way of the truth. So when her estranged children, Byron and Benny, reunite for her funeral in California, they discover a puzzling inheritance. Yep, so these are the 4 that I am starting with. If the 5th one comes into the library before I finish this video, I'll read that one too. Otherwise, I'm just going to be reading these 4, because I don't want to be dragging this video out just to wait for that one book. Yep, so I will let you know when I start these. And So, yeah, that's it for the intro. Bye! Okay, and I'm back with the first update for my Star Sign vlog. The first book didn't go well. DNF'd this, did not like it, didn't like the writing style, didn't like the plot, just didn't like this. But the second one went better. Black Cake by Charmaine Wilkinson. I don't know why I said it that way. Yeah. This one is about this woman named Eleanor. She passes away, but she leaves a message to her 2 children explaining to them about how they have an older sister. So about her life, she essentially explains about her life before she had the 2 children who she raised. And she explains about, like, the Black Cake is a big part of the heritage, and she wants them to reunite with their older sister and introduce her to this heritage, and also get a mess and just include her in the family, because she went through the kid was conceived in a situation that wasn't the best, so that kid she got convinced to put that kid up for adoption. And yeah, so years later, she's passed away, and she's left a voice message talking to her 2 children and just explaining everything. And so it's told through the story's told through flashbacks and, like, different points of view. But yeah, I did really enjoy this one. I gave it a 4. I thought it was really well done. Okay, so that's it for this update. It was quite a quick update. And I will see you when I pick up the next book for this video. Bye! Okay, and the next book that I'm reading for this Star Sign vlog is Djinn Patrol on the Purple Line by Deepa Anupara, I think. Yeah, this one is about this group of friends. They play, basically, the main character in this is 9 years old, and him and his friends play, the 9-year-old main character in this watches too many reality cop shows, but then a boy in his real life goes missing, and Jai has to use his knowledge that he's learned from these police shows to, is it solve the crime or help solve the... Yeah, he essentially is using these skills to find this missing kid. And he has his friends. And the book's set in India, so this actually fits a couple of prompts for Herkiad, because it has purple in the title, which fits the color one where I need the colors of a rainbow in the title. And it's also set in I can fit this one for a country fit, where it's like you pick the different regions or something like that. I mean, I was reading this anyway, but it's nice that it fits into Herkiad. And I forgot to mention it, but Black Cake also fits for the rainbow prompt with black. But yeah, anyway, I will let you know when I've started this, or I'm about to start this. I will let you know my initial thoughts on this, and I will check in with you guys soon. Bye. Okay, and here I am again to say that I have unfortunately had another DNF in this Star Sign vlog. Djinn Patrol on the Purple Line. I just didn't like the writing style of this. Yeah, the way that it's written, I didn't like the format. I don't really know for sure what it was, but yeah, I wasn't a fan of this. So far I have had 1 win and 2 DNFs or losses. So I have 1 more book to read, Memory Piece by Lisa Ko. This one isn't very long, so I should read it relatively quickly, but we'll see what the final result is for these recommendations. after I finish this one. Bye. Hello. And I am back with my final book. And we are going to ignore the fact that I am dressed while wearing a dressing gown. And we're going to ignore my whinging cat in the background. But sadly, this was another fail. I didn't like the writing style. Everything felt kind of rushed, and I didn't know what was going on. So, altogether, this was an interesting experiment, but it didn't go well. Because honestly, I only really had one win. And I'm just going to hold up the 2 books I've got left. Yeah, I had about 4 books I think I read. And I only had 1 win. But I'm glad that I did try it again, because last time I tried this, I didn't have any wins. So, this is better. At least this one is a bit more of an improvement. And I will catch you guys in whatever I film next. Let me just quickly get a thumbnail shot, and we'll call this video a day. Alright, bye.